welcome back to A Game of Fangs and Thrones. My name's Hannah and this is the mid-year freakout tag. So I have my notebook with my questions on here and we're just going to adjust the camera and jump right in. So first question, best book you've read so far in 2021? It's got to be The Boy, never get this right, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. I rated that 5 stars. I think I've got it in a vlog where I'm reading that in real time and I nearly burst out crying. It is so beautiful and just so simple, and it's just a very good read that we all could do with hearing, especially with the full of little advice and sayings that we could all do with, especially after the year that was 2020 and going into 2021. So it's just some light-hearted sayings, and I related so much to the anxiety-ridden and depression. I don't know, I don't want to put labels on it, but the horse. I related so much to the horse in that book. Best sequel has to be either Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the Throne of Glass series. That one follows Keol and what's her name? Nesrin, and it follows them. It's a story. It's more of a story of recovery, and it is set up for Kingdom of Ash, which I've yet to read. But by the time you're watching this, maybe I've started that. Or it would have to be Dark Tides by Philippa Gregory, which is the sequel to Tidelands. Now, with Dark Tides, it's a direct sequel, but it is set about 20 years after the original. So the characters have grown, and the events of the first book have left their mark, and old wounds have festered, and new secrets are coming to light. I also really enjoyed not Empire of... the sequel to City of Brass. What's that one called? Oh, come on, you've just read it. You read it not that long ago, woman. It'll come to me. But yeah, I like that one as well. New release you haven't read yet but want to. How long have you got? There's pretty much every book that I get from Fairy Loot, Illumicrate and Bookbox Club that I want to read. Top of that list, I would say, is this gorgeous edition of Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. That is inspired by Jamaican folklore and follows witches who are... I'm destroying my TBR card here. But it follows witches who are from opposite ends of the spectrum. One is the princess, one is a prisoner, I believe, and they join forces. We also have a Chain of Iron. I know this is a slightly older release, but that's another one I want to get to. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year, probably the sequel to Kingdom of the Wicked by... why am I no good with names? Kerry Maniscalco. I think that's called Kingdom of the Cursed. There's that one. Can I say the third book in the Last Hours series by Cassandra Clare? Has that been announced? But that one, and Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. Biggest disappointment? I would probably say it was Fable, because I just didn't get on by Adrian Young. I didn't get on with that one. Did I do Wayward Son this year? Yes. And Wayward Son, I pushed myself through that book and nearly ended up in a slump. Biggest surprise? My middle grade. I'm really into... I've recently fallen in love with middle grade books. They're so quick to read, they're fun, but they do deal with some quite dark topics at times. I think the most recent one I've read was a Castle of Tangled Magic, and that one got me back into it. I also read The Ice Dragon by George R.R. Martin. That got 5 out of 5 stars. It's such a beautifully illustrated book, and it tells such a lovely story that is referenced in the main books, but it is suitable for children. It is like a little winter's tale bedtime story, I would say. Get kids into dragons early. Biggest surprise, we've done that one. Favourite new author, debut or new to you? I think it would be either Kerry Maniscalco, because I absolutely adored her writing. I would say Angie Thomas, but I read The Hate U Give a while ago, so it's not really a new to me author, and she's not a debut anymore. I did enjoy All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. Going to be looking out for stuff from her. Can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. Newest fictional crush. I don't really do fictional crushes, but there are a few characters that I do really enjoy reading from and just want to protect. I think the guy in The Bright and the Pale is one of them, and there was another one as well. Oh, Rags and Shine and Talon from A Master of One. They are just so sweet and cute, and I just want to wrap them up in bubble wrap and protect them. Newest favourite character, Rags from Master of One. He is ingenious, he's funny, he's a little bit sarcastic. I also like Terrain from Unbroken for the exact same reason. And I like... And Maeve from All Our Hidden Gifts is just incredible, and Ro as well from that book. Books that made you cry. I'm not really a book crier, but The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse came close to getting that emotion, and so did All Our Hidden Gifts. A book that made you happy. Can I say The Boy, the Fox? Can I say the Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse again? Because yes, it did make me sad, but it made me happy at the same time. And I also really enjoyed reading The Outlaws by Scarlet and Brown by Jonathan Stroud. That was that was my kind of humour, that little bit dry, maybe a little bit dark, a bit inappropriate at times. British. And I know I haven't read it yet, but it will be a book that I read in December, so does that count? And that's The Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. That book never fails to make me happy, but I haven't read it yet, so it probably doesn't count. The most beautiful book bought received this year, it's got to be Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. This is the Fairy Loot edition. It has this gorgeous geometric sprayed edges, a very old antique looking dust jacket, and we have an exclusive end paper there which fits the whole theme, and then underneath is just as pretty. It just matches. And to be honest, I think all the Fairy Loot foiled editions are absolutely gorgeous, but some of them I didn't get this year. Some of them I got them last year, and I can never remember which book I got in which month. I can tell you which year I got them in, mostly, but I wouldn't put any stock by that. Books do you want to read by the end of the year? My favourite Loot editions that I've had for a while. I do have a priority list in the back of my bullet journal, so we'll quickly run through that. Please don't at me or cancel me or what. But I want to finish out the Throne of Glass series, finish out the Folk of the Air series, finish out Wicked series, Goddess Summoning, finish Game of Thrones, catch up with Game of Thrones and Shadowhunters. Basically, I have a bad habit of starting series and not finishing them, so I have my a list here. I also want to try and keep on track with the subscription books I get, because they are quite new releases, and I'm trying not to be so intimidated by hyped or new release books. I want to read The Binding and the Betrayals by Bridget Collins, because those books are absolutely stunning. And favourite book to movie adaptation you've seen this year? Oh, there are quite a few, and I'm more of a book to TV than book to movie, so just bear that in mind. But I've just finished watching Sweet Tooth. Now that was a graphic novel, and admittedly I haven't read the graphic novel, but I'm enjoying that. I did enjoy that. I can't speak for how authentic and true to the original source material it is. And I have to say Shadow and Bone, because the way that they incorporate both storylines between the original Grishaverse, which is Shadow and Bone, Rune and Rising, and Siege and Storm, and the Six of Crows Crooked Kingdom duology, was beautiful. It was so well done, it wove together perfectly. And Ben Barnes is the Darkling, come on. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let me know your answers to some of those questions below, and if you do have any adaptations that you think I'll enjoy, leave them down below. I have most streaming services and have access to a lot more through Sean, my boyfriend, because he has Prime, I don't. And if there's any authors that you think I would enjoy based on what you've seen of my shelves and what you've heard me talk about, drop them in the comments below. I'm always looking to find new fantasy authors, dip my toe into other genres, but just know that fantasy and sci-fi, I'm getting there with sci-fi, are my go-to. So that's the end of this video. Hit that like button if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see this, talk about these, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!